Hi guys, myself Akhil, who have deep interest in operation research. I have studied this subject and I hope I'll make you guys understand this subject really well. It's just a beginning. I will post more videos on topics like simplex methods and other related topics to operation research. Today I'm starting with the introduction part, and it's a theory part just to introduce you guys to the linear programming. And I firmly believe it's important to know what are you studying and why are you studying. That is why I'm sharing this introduction video. It would give you more sense about the linear programming, and at last I hope you will gain something here. And let's start. On this slide you can see three subsections. First, what is linear programming? Now in this section you will be told about what exactly linear programming is, whether it is a method or something else. Then we will move to the origin part, and last we will talk about some modern usages of operation research. So what is linear programming? Linear programming, in simple terms, it's a method to find out how to do something in the best possible way. So just understand it. It is just a method. Linear programming is just a method. I'm emphasizing the fact linear programming is just a method. And method of what? It is a method of taking decisions. Linear programming, it's just the part of the operation research. So there are topics like transportation, assignment problems, integer programming, which is related to OR, and we will talk about that in subsequent videos. So in other words, given limited resources with optimum utilization of resources, linear programming can achieve the best possible result. Let's understand it through an example. In this example, we have been given two types of mixture X and Y, and ingredients of this mixture is ammonia and urea, and the cost of mixture per bag is 40 and 24, and now comes to the main point, which I have not written. It is said or given in the question that to raise the land's productivity, minimum requirement of ammonia and urea is 2400 and 3600 kg respectively. So how many bags of mixture X and Y is required to minimize the cost of fertilizers? Here the constants are ammonia requirement and urea requirement and percentage of each of this ingredient in this bag. So given the problem, you can say that given limited resources, you need to find out the best possible combination of bag X and Y to minimize the cost. I am not solving this problem here because idea here is to give you sense about the meaning of linear programming. Now we will take one step further and find out how it started. During the World War II, because of scarcity of resources, British Army wanted to have efficient utilization of resources, because this involves lots of money and efficient utilization was required. So what they did, they bring more scientists, operation research scientists, and they started doing work on operation research. So linear programming is actually started in 1940, but there are evidence operation research had existed earlier also. So now, on lighter note, we can say that history has also suggested that LP is used when there is scarcity of resources. Now on this slide you can see all the fields which are using OR to take decisions. You can read it by yourself. I will not get into the details here, but I would like to make a point which is practically more relevant. With development of computers, operation research can now solve problems with the hundreds of thousands of variables and constants. So you know, if you have a problem with thousands of constants or restrictions or variables, you can't just solve it on paper. You need to have something really brainy. So who is more brainy than computer? So you use computer. One more reason of using computer is that large amount of data required for such problems can be stored and manipulated very efficiently. So this is it. There are some, on this slide you can see applications of operational research. You can read it by yourself, and this is the end of our introduction lecture. My email ID is on the screen. Feel free to give any feedback so that in the future I'll make it more better. Thanks.